Good afternoon guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, like I said on Wednesday, we're going to go through something a little bit different today. I'm going to show you some course planners from the European Tour. So we're going to go through a little bit of course management, again see where you maybe have differences in where you would chip to, again hitting into a green, what kind of zones you're giving yourself and how you're going to improve your course management to help you lower that handicap. So whilst I've been out on tour since 2017, I've had the chance to go to some great golf courses, the Valderramas, Crans Montana. So again, we want to go through today how they play different shots, so how we approached it, you know, as a coach, how we approach doing our practice rounds, again looking at chips, even pitches into the green, where we're going to leave the golf ball. Is it just something, get it to the middle of the green and have a putt? You know, where to miss, where not to miss. If a flag's on the right, do we go at the flag if there's a bunker in front and there's a roll off to the right? Probably not. Again, most amateurs I see fire straight at the flag, get into the bunker, and they cost themselves a lot of shots. If we go 10 feet to the left, you know, we're leaving ourselves a putt, the worst we're making is a bogey. Okay, so it's all about course management, how we can save your shots. So we can get your technique better. The drills and tips on here are hopefully helping you improve your short game, but we also want to make sure your course management is up to scratch. So let's have a look. So guys, here we have three different par 4s, three different examples of where we're potentially going to be chipping or pitching around the edge of the green. So we've got one hole that actually they played off the front tee, so it was actually only 270 yard par 4. We then have one at 380 and one at 400. You'll see around the edge of the greens there's a lot of red crosses. So let's now have a look at the greens. So let's see where we've marked and let's talk through what I've looked at, why we don't want to be there and why it's marked as a red X. Okay, so this was a short par 4 in Denmark. We did go for the green on every day. Managed to hit the fringe once and miss the green, unfortunately down here, within a yard of each other each time. So luckily full swing's not my area, so I'm not to blame. But again, here you can see everything sloped away from it, and it was thick rough all the way around. We'd have spectators sat up here all around the back, and again it was thick rough. You get into there, it was very hard. It would then hit the green and run through the other side, again back into thick rough. So this is something where we're just trying to hit the middle of the green. So we've gone for it, but you know, it's very risk and reward. You know, it's hard to talk somebody out who can easily reach. But again, around that green was all red. So we're looking at not easy chips. So basically you're trying to then back yourself on your short game. So ideally here, you know, would be laying up short, trying to hit a wedge into the middle for your average golfer. You know, just hit an iron off the tee, give yourself a wedge, hit the middle of the green, get out there with 2 putts, maybe have a birdie. If we go for the green, it's very hard to get up and down, which again then can bring in a bogey. So although it's a drivable par 4, not easy around the green. You know, 3 times out of the 4 pars, 1 birdie, probably not the best scoring of the week. Something where maybe if we'd have picked up 2 shots on there, well even 1 shot, we'd have won the tournament. Let's have a look at another hole now. So here we've got the 17th at the Hills Golf Club in Sweden. So again here, it was around about 250, playing downwind, downhill. So it's something we could have reached, but we did lay up and we left ourselves roughly around about, you know, 100 yards into this green. So even though you might think, well, 100 yards, tour player, we do still identify, you know, there was a massive slope on the left, as you can see on the picture above. That was all very thick rough, so wasn't guaranteed to hit the green. Also there was thick rough on the right hand side, so again from there, very hard chip shot. You could potentially run through and run down the slope on the other side. So again, it was essential to hit the middle of the green. The area we highlighted as a potential miss was the bunker. You know, we can control the flight out of there, control the spin a little bit better, so it wasn't dead, you know, whereas compared to the rough it was a lot easier of a shot. So again there, we've identified areas where we can't miss. We're starting to think, okay, this is another hole, let's just try and get out there with a par. If we can get one close, great. Again, from 100 yards, tour average, or the best on tours, I think it was McIlroy last year, he was hitting it to 13 feet. So again, your odds are from there are 1 in 3 at best. So, you know, we're still trying to hit the middle of the green, give ourselves putts, avoid the trouble, get out of there. The next hole was a par 5, try and take advantage of that. So the 17th at the KLM Open at the Dutch in Holland. Again, water on the right off the tee, water left in front of the green. So again, it was an iron off the tee and then try and pitch into this green. So it ran away from you in all directions. So it was pretty much a raised green. Again, water in front, thick rough at the front of the green, which again sometimes could run down into the water. You couldn't afford to be long because that would run away into thick rough as well. So it was another one where you're trying to hit the middle of the green, give yourself a chance at a putt at all those 4 locations. The misses we identified, if we left ourselves too far back with an iron off the tee, your miss was front and short of the green, or in the right bunker where you're playing across the green, you've got all the green to work with. So again, it's picking your points of where to miss. So if you're in the thick rough on a hole, you've got a bunker or water to go over, it might be better to miss the green way on the right so you're chipping the length of the green. So again, course management can save your shots. Playing for the middle of the green, it's not always a bad thing. Brooks Koepka always says he plays most of the time for the middle of the green. From there shouldn't be much danger and you're going to hole some, and the worst you should be getting is a par. So guys, this shows course management is essential, something that you can save a lot of shots on, all handicaps, even if you're a low single figure handicapper to your high handicapper. Instead of going for the glory shots, which I know we all want to, if we can play out to safety, missing the right place, we're going to save probably 2 or 3 shots around minimum, I'd say, which again over the season will help you reduce that handicap and get you enjoying the game a little bit more, competing, having fun, lower scores. So thanks for watching, guys. That was something a little bit different for you, so it really highlights the process that tour players go through when they're on a round. So again, practice rounds are essential. Again, you probably play the same golf course over and over again. So start to think about, okay, if a pin's on the right hand side, I don't want to miss on the right because that's the danger place. There might be some thick rough, there might be a bunker, you might not be the best out of bunkers, so you play for the middle of the green. Course management saves a lot of golf shots. How many times I go out with players, even amateurs, go out on the golf course with my lessons and I say, right, what are you hitting? Well, I'm going for the pin. Well, I know, but you've got a yard by a yard to work with to land it on, and then you've got to have a good strike, it's got to check, otherwise you're off into the water or into thick rough. So sometimes the middle of the green is your shot. So you aim for the middle of the green, you take 2 putts, you might get a 1 putt, but you back yourself on the green. So thinking your way around the golf course can really save you some shots, okay? So again, thanks for watching, guys. Monday we'll be back in here and we'll be doing a putting tip. Hopefully we get some good news this afternoon about lockdown and start to get some kind of timescales. Stay safe, guys, and I'll see you Monday.